Mike Epps film. What was it? Meet the Blacks. He probably need them. Me gonna have sex with pills now? Man, I need the pills so I can get it off. He probably need those pills. Okay. Think I see what I did here. I won't get to the stuff until like I start seeing a lot of people show up. Then we'll go from there. Then we'll start getting into some issues. But we'll reveal some things here in the live stream. Like answering a lot of your questions. A lot of people had questions. They were like, man, dude, you gotta hit us with this, man. They trying to right now they at work probably finishing up their 3-day weekend. And people, it's President's Day, yeah! 3-day weekend. I'm like, y'all don't like the president. What? Y'all don't like the president. Y'all should be like, man, we ain't gonna celebrate President's Day. We coming to work because we don't even want that day. Y'all don't like Trump, remember? But I tell you what, y'all gonna take that day off. It ain't about him. It's the President's Day. It's the presidents before him. Oh man. Somebody said we get Porter versus Berto. We might. What happened in the car with Chris Brown and Riri? Oh, jeez. Do I need to bring that back up? It's Meds, LLC. Oh, you loved me last night being so sleepy I was hallucinating. I was like, was I online last night? I couldn't even remember. And I was like 7, 8 o'clock at night. And I was up like 24 hours straight. I'm like, I gotta go down. Imagine being up all night, no sleep, then being told you gotta pay like 30 grand in taxes. You ain't gonna have you don't have a mood to do nothing but go to sleep. You don't want to eat, nothing. You just want to go take a nap and go to sleep. Oh, no problem, Herbert. I remember Herbert Moore. Is that East St. Louis or regular St. Louis, Mike? Mary J or Beyonce, which is the best? Beyonce has the better voice, better performance, but Mary is she was the first, so to do like hip hop soul type thing. So Mary, they like two different type. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. See, the thing is, it's a whole different situation. It ain't the fact that I don't have the money. I got the money. The problem, I don't want to pay that money for that. You start thinking of stuff that you would pay 30 stacks for. Well, Tony Sunshine, that's a whole different type of situation. I do listen to the Migos. Bad boots. Bad boots. Oh, thank you. No problem. I'm glad you liked the Big Daddy Kane OD. And if everybody was following the live stream, I told y'all it was coming. Make sure y'all share it on y'all Facebook pages and stuff and put it out there. Because, the Beehive and all them, they got upset at me over that Beyonce video. Beyonce don't like nothing but positive news about her. What's good, Vernon? Redman or Method Man? That's a tough one. I think Meth is the better MC, but Meth to me made better songs. Okay, first time on here, Mr. Carter. Take this hat off. You see what it says under here? Chicago. See, I got ill hats. Big Pun. Better MC. Jay-Z make better songs. Meek Mill watching, tell him I said what's up. Well, when a Puerto Rican calls somebody the N-word, it's just like, it don't really hold the same weight. Because, I mean, he's from the streets. He hung out in Philly. They hang out over there where they hang out at. It's nothing but blacks. That's why he speaks Spanish, but Danny don't. They call themselves Philly Ricans. You know what I'm saying? They hang out with nothing but blacks where they use the word 24/7. You know, so they street. Mm-hmm. Camp Low wasn't around long enough to be compared to Outkast. So Outkast will always be better than them. But I got a video coming that's going to talk about DMX and that tour they had, that it was the No Violence tour. And that's when they had Method Man, Redman, Jay-Z, and DMX on that tour with the Rough Riders tour and the Rockefeller. And tell you some things that was going on the scene. When the day Tupac died, all these rappers, that's why I say everybody was so phony. But when Tupac passed away and died, people in New York was like, good for him. That's karma. Okay, Mr. Wonderful. I mean, Meek probably I told you probably need him. I haven't seen it yet, but I'm quite sure he need him. He gonna do something to keep himself in the trending topic. Meek probably went up there. Let me get them sex pills, man. I need them, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the ribbon with my sex pill. Post it up outside the corner store. Finna go up in there, buy some sex pills and get it up. Get my sex pill in my rave. I lost my Nikki. I don't need them, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need nobody, man. You know what I'm saying? I can do it on my own, man. You know what I'm saying? J-Day, what's up? Would I have sex with Nicki Minaj? Absolutely not. She be, oh, you don't love this, boo? You don't know how to handle this, boo? That's because you see, it's too much for you. I'd be like, you know what? That is absolutely correct. Everything on you, I could find in aisle 3. I don't need you. I go deal with a chick that's already natural. I don't need all this extra stuff. You sleeping with her and a boob fall off. Boop. Oh, wait a minute. Nah, I'm good. The day Tupac died, I was at work. But people already knew what was going to happen there. And Jay-Z, he's the type that never lets you really know what he's thinking, but he vibes. So he's sitting over there he was vibing with DMX at the time, not when Pac died, but this is like after the fact when DMX came and blew up. And you're going to see the video when I put it out, and it's going to explain the whole thing and how it got drawn out when everybody was being compared, because Ja Rule came after him. So it was like, oh, everybody's trying to be Tupac. And DMX did not like Tupac at all. He was completely East Coast, and when Pac was dissing the East Coast, it was F Pac. So his mentality, he had songs that he was doing just freestyling, aggressive towards Tupac. You know, he wasn't really with the Biggie phase either. He didn't like Biggie too much. I mean, he was just gutter, street. He wasn't about popping champagne bottles and none of that stuff. And Cristal, he was not that at all. DMX was like, and they did they tried to do an interview with him to tell him, like, because everybody was like, it's good to say something about Pac, you know, he passed and this and that. Man, I'm not gonna do that, man. F that nigga. Man, I ain't finna just go in there and sugarcoat nothing, huh? Just cause they say he's the GOAT, he's the greatest, and oh, I'm supposed to go in there and say that, man. I don't want to talk about Pac. I ain't no Pac. Pac don't rap like me. Pac don't sound like me. I'm X. I don't rap for them. I rap for the streets. You ain't see me do no commercials. I ain't do no pop movies. You know what I mean? My man's in him. If the IRS is watching, please give me some type of leeway. When Biggie died, I was at my boy's crib. And I had got word, because back then we had the beepers. It was bzz, bzz, bzz. I'm like, who's beeping me like this? My beeper was blowing up. And like an emergency. Then it was like, there's a rumor Biggie got killed. Then it was like, nah, man, he probably got shot, but he probably all right, man. You know, people didn't want to believe it. Then it came on the news that Biggie had got shot and that he died. We didn't want to believe it. People had told us that he was gone. Lonzo Balls is crazy. That's one crazy daddy right there. I mean, unless see, this is the thing. Lonzo Balls is crazy, but he crazy like a fox. Just like the Williams sister daddy. The Williams sister daddy was the same thing. What's up, Razor? The Williams sister daddy, he told y'all Serena was going to be next, and she was vicious. Because everybody was loving Venus, and Venus was the greatest thing to come up. He said, whoa, 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 whoa. What you mean we might never see this again? Wait till you see what I got next. You think Venus is something? Wait till you see Serena. Now we know what he's talking about. So now we know what the Pops was talking about. So this guy might be right. When it's all said and done, his son just might be the guy that people be like, yeah, he way better than Steph Curry. When it's all said and done, he's just talking in advance, but of course he their father. But he got two sons that's like, they crazy. You say, why is she still single? Why is who still single? Her? He's a taller Jason Kidd. Nah, Jason Kidd has way better court vision and ball control. Better eyes. He's just taller. And Serena ain't single. She's engaged to the guy that owns that invented, what was that website? Reddit.com. Yeah, I'm always gonna be right about my bad boy Pistol. But notice how when I made the video about Cam, right? And I talked about what happened with Cam, and I was like, man, let's talk about Cam for a minute. I said, well, let's talk about that situation when he made the video. I made my video like I said, I watched the whole thing. So it was like 3 hours later. I put my video up. I told people about, everybody was kissing up to Cam, talking about, oh, Cam told the truth. Cam did this. Cam's the hero. He made Jimmy out to be a liar. Joe Cam this. And I told you, I said they both was telling the truth to their own benefit. Anything that made them look bad, they glossed over it. And I was like, Cam, I'm like, when he talk about he went and copywritten Bird Gang, that was a problem. And I told you right then and there, like when he went behind his back and did it the way he did, he tried to say it, make it look like nothing. Every time it was something that was major, he tried to make it look as if it was nothing. And I said, oh, I caught that right away. Like it was nothing, just a little breeze over. So once he did that and I said it, all y'all jumped on my back. Oh, why you siding with Jimmy? I'm like, I hate Jim Jones. I do not like Jimmy. Period. So you up against him and you going against Cam. Cam was telling the truth. Now, look at every other popular celebrity from Charlemagne to Joe Budden. I took the wide out of AB house. Everybody now is saying what? When he said he copied Bird Gang, now you got Joe Buttons. I would have punched him in the face if he told me he went and copywritten it. Knowing that he only hits women, he's not going to do any of that. So, but it's great for his podcast because his podcast is boring. So now that he has nothing going on with Drake, I'm not making videos about him no more. You see what I'm saying? People want to do things so that you can keep their name out there. Then my boy Skino cracks me up, man. It is hilarious. It is completely hilarious. I mean, Oskino got a video where he's finna tell you guys how to monetize on YouTube. He's still stuck in 1996. I'm like, I'm gonna show y'all, man, how to get this money, man. I'm gonna show y'all how to get this money on YouTube, man. It's called monetization. I'm like, does he realize that monetization has been out for somebody gotta break him in. It's like the guy that just got out the joint, and he still got the whoop there it is t-shirt on. Whoop, there it is. It's like, oh no, homie, we don't say that no more. We don't say that no more. We gotta get you caught up on the times. I had a boy came out the joint, on his voicemail, he had just got his phone, he had been out for like 2 weeks. On the voicemail, he was like, yo, this is such and such, yo, I'm out, holla if you hear me. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that song was out when he went in. Master P, I got the hook up, holla if you hear me. I live my life as a thug. You should have been listening to Rope-A-Dope Radio on Wednesday nights and going on there. I had the link out there. I told y'all we did the boxing show. We did all the predictions to all the fights. I saw some of JoJo Capone video. After I made my video, I saw JoJo Capone video. I've met JoJo plenty of times, told y'all a lot of stuff back then. Y'all didn't pay attention. Some of y'all did, some of y'all didn't. Couple of people came back and said, man, you was 100% correct. Like the guy who said you was 100% correct about Bobby Brown staying at Johnny Grill's house in Cali. I guess Johnny Gill went on Breakfast Club and confirmed everything I said. Have I ever been to Waukegan? Absolutely. Lil J take the plea deal. I don't know his case. I don't know like what kind of evidence is he facing. But if it's a case where it's like a RICO, like everybody else lined up, it might be wise for you to take that deal. Hoochie. Mississippi, yes, I have. I've been out there and I go to the Gold Strike to gamble sometime. That's what's up, Anton. All the chicks I date be from Waukegan or Zion. So you know they crazy. Oh, you know Stephen A. Smith. He gonna go whoever's popular. When Kobe Bryant, when he was a Kobe Bryant, the biggest Kobe Bryant supporter in the game. Whoever is the best player in the NBA, that's who he gonna go with. Kobe Bryant was the best. And by God, by the name of Kobe Bean Bryant, he's greater than him. I don't think so. Then LeBron James, the king. Like who's gonna surpass him? The only player that's next to Michael Jordan. LeBron James. The Lakers is gonna get Ball, so they're gonna get Ball. They're gonna get Westbrook, and everybody is gonna be. Oh, Skino ain't gotta be scared of me. I'm cool. I mean, like I had no problems with Oskino. You ain't never hear me say Oskino can't rap. I didn't make fun of how somebody talk. I'm doing impressions. I did like 4 or 5 impressions on here, and then you pick the one person and be like, you making fun of the way he talk. It's not like he got a speech impediment and I'm making fun of him. Everybody's biting my style. They biting my titles. You got these people, the truth behind. They don't even know nothing of what they talking about. Scarface top 5 gotta be. The chick in the thumbnail, her name is Zula. That's the chick that was in Meet the Blacks. That hot Colombian chick he was married to. Well, thank you, Michael Bonds. I agree. You see, I'm finna tell y'all what a lot of people don't know. Jay-Z, when he got Meek Mill, this was the original plan. Meek Mill, first, he was with Diddy, right? Diddy came in for part of that contract. Once Diddy came in for part of the contract, it was uh-oh, I thought somebody was coming to the door. But when Diddy came in for part of that contract from Rick Ross, they were gonna be hold on, let me describe. He had them like he was Biggie and Tupac. Yeah, the IRS at the door like margin calls. But they got Rick Ross trying to make him Biggie, and he's trying to make Meek Mill Tupac. Jay-Z ended up coming in after that went left, and Jay came in for a part of his deal after that was going south. So Jay-Z bought another chunk of it with Rock Nation, but he still got a part of Meek Mill too. That's what I'm saying. Meek can't. That's why he got to do these shows and stuff, and they own so much and they take so much out of Meek Mill's salary. He's paying 3 people. You got to pay Puff. You got to pay Jay-Z. You got to pay Rick Ross. If Rick Ross in there eating some wings, I'm going to need all that. Yeah. Boss. You know, when I get on that song, man, it's going to bounce like that. Whoop. Yep. That's what we going to do, man, because, you know, we got to stock them M's, you know. So he came up in there. That's why Chance the Rapper was just offered a $10 million deal to sign with a major for distribution, but he turned it down. He won 3 Grammys and made millions not having to do that by staying independent. So now it's like, why would he ever consider doing anything other than? He's already made his money. So he might as well stay independent. And now hopefully the guy's back on here. He keep talking about he want to go to a major. It's like, no, dude, stay independent. If you put a major, you're going to be having major problems. Because all you finna do is make them rich. They not worried about you. Believe that. All they going to do is try to manage you. And you already got a manager. Because they make more money off those deals. But then you're going to get a lot of money up front. And in the end of the day, you got to split half your performance fees with them. You got to do all your marketing, TV shows. They get a piece of everything. Now, why would you want to do that? For some upfront money. In the long run, you're going to be broke. Ben Simmons is a bust. That's what I think of him. He's not going to amount to nothing in the NBA. I'm the king of YouTube hip hop. That's about it. I don't need to manage anybody. You see, but let me finish what I was telling y'all though about the Jay-Z thing. So Rick Ross and Puff, you know, he went with the idea. Rick Ross ate it up. Oh, so he on there trying to be Biggie. Oh. I'm like, dude, that's not even you. Trying to be like Biggie, trying to use Biggie ad-libs. I'm like, nah, that's not you. Stick to your whoop. That's you. So when that didn't work out and Jay got involved, he told Puff, yeah, you kind of went in the wrong direction. I would have never did that with him. He's not that kind of artist. He don't have the same energy as Pac. He can't do that. No, I understand what you was trying to do, but you did it wrong. I'm gonna show you what you should have did. He's like, let me work with him. I'll come in and I'll help you out. And Diddy was like, man, thanks, man. Thanks for helping me out, man. You're a good friend, Jay. Because I ain't got the energy to keep up with these boys. He wrote me 2 songs, man. I did 2 songs with him, man. We made 2 videos, man. I don't even know what I was saying in those videos, man. I don't even understand it. You trying to be like him, man. And I understand you went out there trying to get the boat to move. But let me help you. And Jay's plan was, when he talked to me, what you're going to do is you're going to be the next Memphis Bleak. And that's what his goal was, to make him Memphis Bleak. He's a young Memphis Bleak. Meek is Bleak. So, for all of y'all that don't know, that's exactly what he is. Memphis Bleak. The younger version of Memphis Bleak. So now he got somebody to back him up, follow him around. And that's it. So Meek is Bleak. That's the same guy. That's why Jay used to have him with him and following him. But see, Meek thing is he got his own crew that he run with. And Jay's like, look, man, I can't look, if you gonna roll with me, you gotta roll behind me, and that's it at all time. And he just realized that this guy ain't Bleak. This guy could barely rap. We tried to fake it, and then maybe to get the crowd to believe he's Bleak. Then he goes out and diss Drake. And then it's like, well what did he do that for? Then he goes out and gets humiliated. As soon as Jay got him, Jay was trying to do stuff with him, and then all this stuff started happening. Like, well, maybe we could use the momentum. Then it just started getting out of control. He came out with the respond rap that Jay was, what did he do that for? Like, he just did a respond rap. He did what? He answered back? How did it sound? It was terrible. You can't do that. He should have learned from me. You can't respond back right away like that. A BET Nas movie? I used to like Bleak. But Bleak ran out of rhymes. Whoever was writing his raps, he ran out of rhymes, and that was it for Bleak. When Bleak first came out, he was vicious. Of course he ain't gonna respond back to Safari. Because Safari, one, could out-rhyme him, and then he will whoop Meek Mill's butt. I told y'all they was trying to force him out. They wanted Berman to retire, and they wanted to put him out the pastures. But he might not retire. You might see him up on Fox. I told you, don't be surprised, but they're going to give him a job on ESPN. They don't want to lose him to Fox. So they'll pay him to do a lesser job while they phase him out. But he doesn't want to retire. He can still do the job. I'm like, how you going to tell him no? I'm like, he was the face of ESPN. I know he was a beast back in those days. Memphis Bleak was hungry. In the middle of the war, rocking the vest, I'm out of illest shorty alive. I confess, I take life to the chest. Man, that was my boy. That's his favorite rapper there. Cause that's all he do. My boy, all he do is smoke weed. He's a weed expert. And he don't know anything else. He'll get an F on every test unless it's about weed. Cause see, right now the crystals in them, when they mix in with that air, it's gonna grow. And see this little tree right here, when you see that little sprout right there, that means it's ready to go. See, that's a female, and that female will give birth to them other ones, and then I'm gonna smoke all them. I'm gonna smoke the whole family. So that was his whole thing there. So he knew Memphis Bleak was his get high rapper. That's it. Let's get high. We get low. Let's get high. Hey, we get low. That's all it was. If he gonna smoke, he gonna listen to Mobb Deep or Memphis Bleak. That's it. The understanding and anything with Mobb Deep. My homies got lung. When we smoke, that joint only goes around once. That's right, man. That's the illest line ever. I'm like, I don't get it. Man, you always talk about smokers, man. Alcohol kill people way more than smoking. I don't know nobody died from smoking weed. I know everybody that died from alcohol. But alcohol legal. But they want to talk about weed. Anything about weed, they will jump on a grenade to defend it. It's a gateway drug to other drugs. I ain't done no other drugs. Oh, man. I never saw this T.I. Nori podcast for Drink Champs. If anybody have a video to that, please let me know. I'm hearing that it went left and they decided, I think, not to put it out or something, but I've never seen it. People don't think, see, that's the thing about weed. It's a chemical in there to make you defend it. You ain't gonna never think it's the weed's fault. You're gonna be like, see, they tried to separate us, baby. You stay right here. Don't you go nowhere. It's like, dog, you forgot to go to work today. It ain't the weed fault. I just forgot. It ain't the weed fault. But do understand that there's a rule at your job you can't smoke weed, right? I know, it shouldn't even be a law. It should be legal. It's like your personal feelings have no place here. You do realize that there is a rule in place, right? That you're not supposed to be smoking. No one asked you about your political views. This is not a bar. You don't have a tab. I don't think I want to work with people that's smoking weed. You got people at work now. That's all they do. They complain about the job they at. It's like, why are you here? Then they can't even do the job they in. They so high. This dude fell off a ladder and broke his neck. They was like, oh my God, his arm bleeding, everything. He done fell off the doggone ladder because he high. Then they was like, hey, you know, you gotta go to the go to the hospital. Cause he gotta do the drug test if he go to the hospital. Nah, man, I'm good. Nah, man, I'm just gonna go home. No, go to the doctor. You gotta get checked out. You fell off the ladder. No, I'm good, man. Let me go to the bathroom. I'm straight. Cause he gotta go straight to the hospital. Then they gotta have the guy follow him to make sure he go there. Because he fired. Oh, man. I'm like, and then they complain. Have you noticed weed smokers never complain? They always complain about being broke. A weed smoker will complain about being broke. I'm like, how in the world do you complain about being broke, but you always have money for weed? And I mean, it's not like weed is $5. They get like 300 pound bag of weed. Toppest quality ever. I mean, like, it's like a car dealership with them when they go buy weed. They have a whole spread. What is this? Is this banana pea kush? Is the bubba kush with the squirts, the squizzing? I need the Indonesian trade. Is this not from Indonesia? Look at that. I need some with the 3 white dots on it. If it ain't got the 3 white dots on it, I know it ain't the same thing. Oh, no. Perp. Oh, perp. Get that out of here. I'm like, I don't know. I hear purple all the time in the songs. I thought purple is where it was at. Man, purple, man, that's old. Man, nobody use purple. We way past purple now. I'm like, well, man, I don't know. What color y'all on now? No, man, if it ain't, man, we all smoking kush now. Man, nobody smoke no regular. So, I'm telling you, if anybody either need to buy and know the grade of it, my buddy be right there. Oh, that ain't it. I can tell from here. Shoot. He get up, he want a pound for breakfast. This live going about trees, homie. We done did everything else. Too bad y'all came in a little too late. And y'all missed everything. We already did Cam over there. You know, Cam just snitching on everybody and talking. You know, I will tell you, I met my man's in '96. My man's he had about, 6 pounds of weed in the trunk. His name is Adonis. He stayed on 39th, right off Lenox, in a great house, in a van, with his auntie, his mama, a dog, and 3 cats. And while they was in there, and the walls was blue at the time, but now they painted them brown. And he had like 30 bags of weed under there, and a whole lot of other stuff. I'm like, Cam, dog, you are doing way too much. I'ma hold you, right? I ain't gonna hold you, right? But my mans, they was getting it. You know what I'm saying? And then we was in St. Louis, man. I had a club. The club was popping down there, and such was running my club. I'm like, dog, what are you doing? Oh, man. That's Cam all day, man. Oh, I love Jamel Hill. Ooh, Jamel Hill. Me and my buddy, we gonna fight for that. That's some Midwest stuff there. Jamel Hill. Nah, Cam just be saying too much because, see, Cam been out doing this for a while. Like, he been on the internet for a while. He got real comfortable in doing it. I don't know. Cam apologized to Joe Buttons. I have no idea about it. Well, you want to see the guns of the Navarone. Woo, Jamel Hill. I don't want Carrie Champion. She'd be the type you gotta fight while you in the bedroom with her. I don't want no Carrie Champion. Give me a Jamel Hill. That Midwest in her. She don't look like no Nick Van Exel. Good. Y'all stay away from her then. I'll keep Jamel Hill. Y'all can go after those crazy Carrie Champions who had y'all up in a courtroom somewhere. I'm suing him for sexual harassment. He's your boyfriend. He just asked you, did you want to have sex tonight? I don't like the way he asked me. And then, you know what he did? I tried to go over there and talk to him in his face, and he put his hands up in front of my face. That's domestic violence. I'll be, yeah, she gotta go. Oh, Molly Kern? Yeah, but Molly, I know what she is. Jamel Hill. That's all I need. I'ma retire with Jamel Hill. You're gonna see me retire with Jamel Hill, and that's it. Molly or Joy Taylor? I don't know. I'm sticking with my Jamel Hill. I'm good there. Yeah, Molly went with Jalen. I see Jalen. Do your thing, Jalen. Yeah, that's what killed me with these dudes, man. They go after them crazy women that they know. I'm like, dude, do you know with this chick you going out with, you finna either get herpes or a lawsuit, a sexual harassment case, or both? And they still go in. Now, me and Jamel Hill, we speak the same language. That could happen. Michelle Beadle, I wouldn't let her clean my house. Jenny Buss. She a little freak. course I could hoop. I was 10 times better than LeBron. Except I couldn't jump or dunk and do all that stuff, but I could shoot better than him. I mean, she's a billionaire, so yeah, Jenny Buss would be suffice. You know, she's a little freak though. Who don't like Floyd? Jamel is from the D. She from Detroit. She's Midwest. That's my alley right there. Ugh, she don't want Michael Smith ain't her type. You kidding? They ain't that's not the kind of guy she would go for. I'm the guy she would go for. I'm her type. Oh, Michelle Beadle, she don't like Floyd. Nah, she don't like. I mean, she's the type. She's bitter. She done got her head knocked in a couple of times by a couple of guys, so she's on the crusade of woman beaters, and she just don't know what she's doing. They tried to bring her on HBO, and that wasn't working out. Oh, East 1999 over Mystic Styles all day long. The Great Depression, easy. Flintstones in the house. She said she gave that loser the green light. When? That's my wife there. That's my future wife, Jamel Hill. Ooh, Regina Hall, man. I used to watch her in them scary movies, and then I watched her in this King's Ransom movie. Woo! I was Regina Hall. Oh, AT Aliens is way better than Aquemini. Aquemini is probably their worst album. That and Stankonia or whatever. Gucci all day. My boy got tags on Sanaa Lathan and Gabrielle Union. That was his two women there. I don't have a favorite food place. My favorite food is whatever I can get my hands on and it's close when my stomach is growled. I don't really have a favorite place to eat. Gabby Burning. Who said that? Who is Gabby? Are you talking about Gabrielle Union? Woo! If you want that fire, that's where you go. Oh, Big Sean is right now. Big Sean got the best album out right now. I didn't listen to it twice already. It's killing everybody else. Today I've been listening to Future album, and I saw he throw one little line so far in there. towards like Scottie Pippen wife. All he's saying he made the blog. Now I ain't listened to Big Crit yet. That song so far on features that I like is that Super Trapper. I think that's the one I like the most. Besides the lead song that he got out now, I haven't went through the whole thing absolutely yet, but I'm still listening to it. But Super Trapper, I think that's the one I like the most. But I don't know, whoever said Sean was whack, dude, you ain't listening right. Cause I swear he got like verse of the year on like the second song or the third song on there, and that's like verse of the year. I was like, dude, this whole verse is fire. BG was dope until BG started doing. He got real heavy on the diesel. I mean, he was so messed up he couldn't even do the feature. BG had a feature out here with some Chicago rappers. I ain't gonna mention their name, but they went and gave him some of that what they call the Heath Ledger rather, and he got that Heath Ledger in him, and that was it. He was in the booth, what even sound? He couldn't even get the words out of his mouth. BG, oh yeah, I mean that was they paid him in heroin. It was like, you want to get on the song? He was like, give me some Deja. Chopper City in the Ghetto is one of the best albums that ever come out of the entire Cash Money. I like Turk album too. What would you do? What would you do, dog? He called her brother and now he pissed off. What would you do? What would you do, dog? That was bogus how they did Turk. Took him off the video and put Lil Wayne in there. That was vicious. And he had the best song on Bling Bling, the best verse. Walker responds to what? Yeah, I heard him say something. I heard the radio guy respond again, saying that he'll apologize once Waka Flocka stops saying curse words in his rap song. I haven't heard about the listening yet from Martin Scarelli. Oh, Skino all day. What do you mean? You talking about somebody that can rap versus somebody that can't rap? How am I short? I'm 5'11". Hold on. It's too much activity outside. Sound like I might have to get involved. Wow. So now the whole city of Philly can't rap? What is that? Where y'all get that from? You delusional, man. You ever heard of Cassidy or Beanie Siegel? Gee, you probably like Jay-Z but don't like Philly rap. Most of the Jay-Z rhyme is based off Philly rap. He just stole their style and ran with it. Free, I never really got in the Freeway, man. I wasn't a big Freeway fan at all. He had a couple of lines, but if I had to listen to Free and listen to everybody else out here, then yeah. See, plus they didn't get the chance to blow up, but Major Figures would have been something. You'd have heard all those guys go for it. And Gilly was raw. They say all us Midwest people look alike. That was Jay-Z's fault. Jay-Z the one that put Freeway to go up against Cassidy. Because Swiss was like, he was there that time. They just did all the freestyle over there at what's that, Hot 97. And he told when they did the thing at Hot 97 and they was all hyped, they just got through doing the thing, doing the do. Swiss had Cassidy with him, and he told him, he's like, Jay, I got a guy that'll eat y'all alive. Even Jay was like, how dare you disrespect me, Swiss? So the guy, Cass was right there, ready to battle. Like, yo, man, I don't care who it is, man. It's Cassidy, the problem. I give it to anybody. I take them all out. I don't care, old nigga, new nigga. So Jay looked at him like, Free? You want to get him? Free, I got him. Yo, I get it in like 6 in the morning, yeah. I'm on the top of the rails, and hit the rails, and I hit the bells, and yeah, the girl, she had the long nails. I'm like, oh God, his voice is killing me. I can't take no Free. Yo, put on a beat. And Jay never wanted to battle Cassidy after that. Oh, Free all day. Roxy's just the biggest hoe in the industry. I don't really watch battle rap no more. You don't want my life unless you got 30 stacks for taxes. You don't want my life. Free Angela Yee, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Not really. 50's not a bully. 50's just great at what he does. People don't understand 50 Cent. 50 Cent is the most, I say, the smartest rapper I've seen in the game. He's one of the smartest. He didn't have to cross over out of his brand to be himself. 50 don't have to dress in suits if he don't want to, but he can dress in suits. He'll clean up. He's done movies with De Niro and Al Pacino and been holding his position. You've never seen a rapper really do this. He went further at it than what Eminem did. And Eminem had everything paved out for him. 50 went and took these opportunities and made it. He can branch out and still be relevant, and he came out in '03. He's still relevant now in the game. If 50 do anything, if it's social media or whatever, he's on. 50, everything he do, Power, every movie he was in was great. He produced half these movies out that you probably seen and didn't even know he was behind. That's a hustle, man, on the grind. The man made like $160 million off G-Unit sneakers alone. Probably more than that. But I know he made like 160. She could have been, and I didn't know who she was. Angela Yee could have been hanging around the Woo. She probably was on that tour bus. That's her only problem. She's a total groupie for these people. Like, even though she does radio and all that, she still, now she's like kind of famous because of the show. She's still groupie-ish towards whoever they say is hot. Like, she's eyes get all big, at her birthday party. She want to see all these people show up. Groupie would be a good word for it, but it's like you don't have to or don't need to be a groupie. And it's like, and she would do that anyway. But she wears a lot of makeup. I'm afraid that if that makeup come off, I might have a whole different respect for Angela Yee. So Yee might have to be a one and out for me. Oh, well then she got hit. If she sung a hook on a Wu-Tang song, she definitely got hit. That's right. That's what I'm saying. 50, I'm the man just went gold. And that Romeo and Juliet go hard. Well, that's studio makeup. I ain't worried about that. I'm talking about like at the club. Angela Yee, she had like a whole pound of makeup on her face. She got great legs though. I'll tell you that. Of course 50 gonna stay with them hits. You think 50 gonna lose? My consistency would break their neck, man. See, that's what I try to tell these people, man. They don't understand. You see, I think most rappers are just stupid. When they see 50 Cent, they think they're going to see 50 and I'm going to lose. I don't lose. I have it all mapped out. Now that I got the unit, I got power, I'm going to make position. Then I'm going to come out and do 2 more shows. Then I'm produce some other ones. He got 2 shows that's supposed to come out on Fox. He already got a deal for. This BMF thing, when it dropped, is going to be the biggest show on Star's history. Y'all think Power did something. Wait till he drop BMF on Stars. Y'all have no idea how much those shows pay when you produce them. See, nobody was checking for Power. I knew Power was finna do what it's gonna do. Because I've been saying they need a show like that since The Wire was out. I'm like, man, since The Wire been gone, there ain't really been a show out there for the brothers to really get into. Everybody got all this superhero stuff. That's it. Everybody want to hear what's going on in the streets. They want that grime. And once they had Power coming out, and I knew, I said, oh, this finna blow. This finna blow. Knew it right through the door. I said, this finna blow. And I told people when it was getting ready to come on, like, do not miss Power. Now, Power has been the branch for all these other shows to come out now. They got some show right now, the guy who did Training Day called Ice. I'm like, Ice? I'm like, what is it? It's set up just like Power, too. And he got it on Farku did it. I'm like, wow. If this ain't a ripoff of Power, it's like a cheap rendition of Power called Ice. Like, this is not good. Nah, I just gotta get it like the pink folks do. Shoot, they gonna see me up there, but I ain't finna donate no money to no Republicans and all that stuff. I gotta find another way. They came here too. See, when you live out here, man, this is entirely different. They come, this is where the cops come to your house, knock on your door, and ask you for money. I've never seen nothing crazy like that. I'm like, y'all asking me for money? Are y'all gonna give me a deal when y'all pull me over and try to get me a ticket? Y'all gonna be like, oh, you gave us some money? So I'm like, if we work that deal out, then yeah. Other than that, don't come to my door. Cop come to my door. I ain't trying to hear that. Don't ask me no questions. I'm like, I don't want to be seen talking to you. It's still rules. Shoot. Like what Biggie say, stay the heck from police. Because if people think you snitching, they ain't trying to listen. They be waiting in your kitchen, waiting to start hitting. That is the truth. You could be having a conversation with a cop. Cop be like, you know where this road is, sir? Oh, yeah, sure. You go down the street, you do this. Dude, what was you and him talking about? He was down there a long time. People, that's it. Best rap duo. Well, I'm trying to think because I don't know if Eric B and Rakim would count as a duo, or EPMD. People forget about EPMD. To me, EPMD had way better albums than Outkast. Right, then you got to think Mobb Deep. 8 Ball MJG, that's a strong statement. Kid and Play didn't have that many albums, bro. Well, how do you owe 30,000? Here's the thing. I'm in a 1099 bracket, which means I'm in a Schedule C. Now, next year I will be in the Schedule K category. And when you got to do all these dealings, if you're not paying quarterly, which I didn't do, I opted to take the penalty. And the penalty is not the reason why it's 30 grand. I had deductions, and after all my deductions, what it is that you still have to pay your Medicaid and Medicare. So that's money that goes to you, but that's like, you still got to pay for that. So it's like you're putting money up, your own money up for you for when you retire. You got your Medicaid, Medicare. Even though you're paying for your own health care, which I did, I paid for my own health care. That's next year. Well, it's this year. I'll be filing for Schedule K next year. No, because I will be the corporation, homie. So, but that's new stuff down the road. But yeah, that's why it's so high. Because you still got to pay the taxes for all your earnings and everything this year. See, I'm in a very higher tax bracket because I make a little money. So when you're in a high tax bracket, you have to do that. But your Medicaid, Medicare, you know, yes, I know what a Schedule C is. And the thing is that your Medicaid, Medicare is that's gonna have to be paid. So that what 12, 13,000 of that is going towards my Medicaid, Medicare. The rest is just taxes. The other stuff I've written off. So a lot of stuff had fallen off of it already. Well, that's pretty much it. See, the people who are rich, they want to just have a zero there. They don't want money back. They just want to come up with zero. The lesser they just want to keep. So that's the thing, trying to get to zero, as close to zero as possible. It ain't about not having the 30 racks. I got the 30 racks. You just don't ever want to spend 30 racks. That's a hit. You know what I'm saying? To just take 30 out, man. I was like, man, I gotta go to sleep. I can't even think about doing nothing like that. Shoot, spending money make me tired. I'll be like, I can't even do it, man. I just pay them tomorrow, even though I got it, man. I just don't even want to pay, man. Yeah. I mean, and it's weird too. At the tax office, they talking to me like I don't have the money. Like, I mean, they just made the assessment that I'm broke. I'm like, wow. She gonna give me like 30 pieces of paper and 30 envelopes. See if they let you make it in payments right on there and like beg them, like, please let me pay you in installments. I was like, lady, I never said I couldn't pay it. I don't know, Tim. I don't know how I became famous. Because I don't think I'm famous. Whenever I could walk outside and go somewhere for a while, it might be like one or two people out of a crowd to be like, yo, Carcino, the truth behind hip hop, man, I watch all your stuff. I'll get that maybe one or two people that'll jump out of a crowd. But other than that, other people just think they crazy. And that'd be it. It'd be like Coming to America. Oh my God, it's you in the bathroom. I don't believe it. I will remember this day for the rest of my life. And other people be looking like, who in the world? Oh man, wait till y'all see this movie that's out. I think I told y'all already with Matt Damon when he's out there shooting. This is the craziest thing. I'm like, this movie is about the Great Wall of China, the Great Wall. And it's like you got two white people on the cover of the movie. One white guy trying to bang a Chinese chick, so he gonna impress her by killing some little dragons. This is the craziest movie ever. I'm like, just buy a drink. Somebody said something about TMZ. Oh, my video hits TMT. Oh, then that's whenever I'm famous, when my mama see my video, then I'm famous. Cause my mom is definitely not an online person like that. She just found out there's a such thing as live chat. Would I smash Adele? No. And what other Timon, whatever you just said. I'm YouTube famous. I like that. Eminem ain't had nothing to do with no Proof being no sacrifice. Y'all don't understand. Proof was crazy. Crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying? In the D12, all of them were mostly alcoholics. I ain't gonna lie, they could drink you under a table. And the D, that's what they do. They drink. And D12, they were some of the best MCs in the world, but shoot, they can drink. Nobody can drink like nobody from Michigan. I'm telling you right now, they will drink you under the table. Proof almost died from drinking. Like when they did the second album, it was lucky to have Proof around to do the second album because Proof almost drunk himself to death. Before that, Proof was a freestyler. He wasn't no like real written rap type of dude, but yeah, he had all kind of liver problems from drinking too much and all kind of stuff. And he had just found out he had a daughter with Obi Trice's cousin. So, and she was like, "Yeah, he my baby daddy." And she was like, "Word?" And he didn't even know until he showed him a picture of the daughter and it looked just like Proof. So they related and didn't even know it. But yeah, they did Toy Soldiers. It just shows you how art comes to life. When people do those type of videos and then there it is, Proof ended up dying right after that. And when Proof died, that was it. Because Proof, they did that video because Proof was the one who got beat up. And when he got beat up by Murder Inc. in Miami, they jumped Proof. And it was him, some DJ or whatever, and Murder Inc. jumped him and beat him up and put hands on Proof. That was the end of Murder Inc. Eminem used every power he could to have that place. They were investigated by the FBI, everything, how they became a company. They were going through the paperwork. They couldn't release no music, nothing. Froze them out. Dude, you can stick to that reality all you want. That was a Detroit issue. That was an issue that was in the D that happens in the D. What happened with Proof? Everybody in Detroit has got a pistol. I'm going to tell you that right now. You can't talk crazy to nobody in Detroit. They all got pistols. They all fight. And they all don't want to hear it. And they got a short temper. They don't take it. They all drink. They will lay you down. And they all got revolvers too. They don't do that automatic pistol stuff. Ain't no gun jamming on them. You can't do that. You get a 4.4, 38 special. Everybody got a revolver. They ain't playing no games in the D. They will lay you down. Cousins stay on 7 Mile, and that ain't nothing but the lay them down corral. But you know what? People stay in their place. They stay in their place in the D. A lot of people know they don't cross no lines unless it's a real problem. And then over there, that's when somebody get laid down, and they be like, "Well, he was asking for it." That's just how it is. That's why in the D you respect it. Eminem went that I'm not afraid to take a stand. Everybody, I said, he's doing alternative music. He just switched up. And he had washed all the blonde out his hair and like, I'm going to be a black hair Eminem. Now I'm going to wear my regular hair. Feel like these walls are closing in. I'm like, oh my gosh. Everybody, let's walk this road together through the storm. Oh boy. Let me know if you've been down the same road. I'm like, I ain't going down this road with you, Eminem. When you come back to rapping, let me know. Cause I ain't buying none of this. Won't get my dollar. Last Eminem album I bought was Encore. And that thing is sitting right up in there like, you ain't gonna play us no more? Never. Eminem ran out of material. He had nothing else to rap about. He was done. See, when you in a whole different bracket, there's you can rhyme. He has the ability to rap, but he needs motivation to rap. He needs something going on. He had no beef. You're surrounded. You're in a whole different environment now. You're isolated from the rest of the world and everything. So it's like you're not even in the same space mentally. So if you're mentally not in the same space, it's different. It's hard to rap. You don't have no focus, no direction. So he knows how to rap. It's not just hungry, it's just boredom. When you can buy anything you want, you can go any place you want to go, you could do all this stuff. He couldn't even enjoy that because Eminem ain't the type of person who could just go out in public. If he go out in public, it's going to cause a crowd, a commotion, so he can't enjoy himself. See, if you guys had all the money in the world and could go anywhere, it'd be cool because when nobody really know you, when you go someplace, you could just be, do whatever you do, nobody gonna bother you. He can't have that freedom. So it's certain places he can't go because they were like, we can't have you here because we ain't got the type of security to protect you. So only thing he does is stay in the house. And then it led to him being miserable, getting back on drugs. But if somebody say something out of pocket to Eminem, then that MC come out. And when that MC come out, it's over. Like when he thought Mariah Carey was dissing him and he dropped a destructive response. Well, Eminem is, like they say, most white people have a death wish. They jump out of they bungee jump, they jump out of airplanes, they do all this. They do that kind of stuff. Black people, we more like respectful of keeping our feet on the ground. We don't tempt God like that. So he was always hooked on drugs, miserable, had a very miserable childhood, father gone, all that stuff. So that all plays a part into why they drink, do drugs, just like any other person. But yeah, I know, got plenty of white friends that do stupid stuff that tempt God. Like, yo, dude, want to skateboard in the traffic? No, dude, nah, that just don't sound safe to me. I don't know why people don't like Iggy Azalea. I mean, she's not even from here. They don't like Iggy, I guess. To me, she didn't really do nothing wrong. It's like, what is when she said that about black people or something? I'm like, I didn't hear when she said that. I don't really listen to what she do anyway. She made one song, Fancy or something like that, and that was it. Next thing you know, they start talking about she's fine, she got a great butt and all this stuff, and I'm like, okay. Then she started dating a Laker player. And I'm like, well, she was taking care of him. And, he was staying in her crib, basically. And I don't know. Who cares? But she did get a lot of negative press. And I'm like, T.I. was with her. He was trying to eat off her. I'm like, he was trying to push her over. That's what I'm talking about. Us or else. You up here was with them. With Iggy Azalea. Now it's us or else. You can't blame me, man, what I had to do. I did what I had to do, man. I'm out there trying to help the young lady. You know, she was trying to come up in the game, doing it the right way, and I was just trying to show him and guide him like I guide anybody else that really want to talk about getting some paper. I try to help him out because I hustle a little bit. Beyonce mad about every little thing. She mad at me for my video. She didn't watch the video. She saw the title, and she didn't like it. So now the beehive is all over me. Now when I said she's mad because she think I'm saying she like Drake, like want to date Drake, Beyonce, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about like her. She didn't listen to the video. The video will say it's not that she likes Drake. She likes him as an artist. Like she likes his work. Not like she's into him like she want to get up with Drake. So it's a misunderstanding, but she's going through these emotions because she's pregnant. So she done put the beehive on me, and they over here tearing up my YouTube account. Now, all y'all guys who think y'all subscribe to me, most of y'all are not. Because somehow YouTube has got all screwed up, and that's it. Oh, no, no. Mace wasn't like that. We was just talking about, oh man. Oh man, just talking about this. Well, the date didn't go too well. Oh, that's just that's some artwork made by somebody. I have no idea. Of course, I met Beyonce. Could have had Beyonce, but I was like, man, it's too much work. I think that's probably why Jay mad at me too. He probably know I could have had her.